right, welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. Today's pod is definitely something that I'm sure you've been, the topic is something that you've been thinking about a lot, especially as a healer, especially as a coach, because I know in my own journey over the last 20 plus years, this is one aspect, one area that keeps popping up. And, as we dive in deeper, you'll also, I'm sure, think of all the times when people have told you everything that you're believing in the work that you're doing. It's not reality, right? You're not living in this reality, you're living in a dream world. So let's dive in. As you can probably tell, I'm talking about reality versus living in a space that we as healers and coaches, we are able to see, literally look into the future. And especially in the context of building your business, you're able to see a reality, you're able to dream a reality, you're able to visualize a reality that may or may not already be something that you're living. And depending on how much you dream it, depending on how much you want it, maybe you're living 30% of that, maybe you're living 50% of that, or maybe you're in that rarefied air where you're already living 200% of the dream that you've been wishing for. So, regardless of where you may be on your journey, and especially if you're someone who has just begun, maybe it's been the last couple of months, maybe it's been, the last couple of years. And when you came into this space as a seeker, eventually you realize that you're meant to do more, you're meant to give more to the world. And as you've been on the journey now, you're at a point where while you may be giving, somehow the reality that you're living in, I'm using the words reality in quotes, is it somehow doesn't match. And very often, depending on what your situation is, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be people that are around you, um, the society that you live in, so to speak. You may be getting mixed signals, or you may be getting signals of telling you that, hey, come back to reality and accept the reality, and therefore change what you're doing, maybe don't do what you're doing, and choose a safer path, choose a path that is more recognizable. And this is something to really focus on, and I'm going to share with you three discoveries that I've made over the last 20 years that will definitely help you, because it has helped me stay in this space and do the work that I do. In fact, the first one, of course, is believe, believe, believe. I say this also because literally earlier today, I was, in the community where I live. I was doing a program for the people who were there, people literally from their 70s all the way to their, 30s and 40s. And as I was thinking about it later, I realized that it's only because I've always believed, no matter what, my quote unquote reality was that this is the work that I'm meant to do. And because I believed, that's why I was able to, get to this point. And I got to, create the experiences with people, let them have that experience and experience the shift in their own lives. The second thing that I can tell you, the second discovery that I've made is to let go. So start with believing, which means if you believe that you're meant to do this work and you're meant to work with people and make their lives better, then truly believe in it. And then the next step is that you let go. I say this also because a lot of times, we think we have all the solutions, we think we have all the angles mapped out, but because of the work that we're doing, most often we don't have the entire picture. And so when you let go, this is, that expression, let go, let God, meaning that you let go and you let God in. Now, whether you're religious, whether you're spiritual, whether you don't believe in God or spirituality, that is entirely your belief system. But what's important is that you're willing to let go, because when you let go, you make space for miracles. You let and make space for mystical things happening to you, magical things happening to you, serendipity, chance occurrences. It doesn't matter how you think about it or how you label it, but all of this only happens when you let go. And the third thing to keep in mind is that you've believed now, you've made it a habit to start letting go, and or you let go regularly. The third and most important thing is that keep celebrating. And this could be win that you had. Maybe you created content, maybe you met somebody, maybe you just made an offer, and you made that offer to somebody and then you just let go. But the fact that you made the offer is what you get to now celebrate. If you're willing to just follow these three simple steps, I can promise you that before you know it, your reality, meaning the reality outside of you, will match the reality that you've been building inside of you. And the same people possibly who told you to quit all this and come back to reality will start to believe in your reality. As always, these pods are made for you. These pods are designed in such a way that you are able to um, stay connected to your purpose and literally live your purpose. And in doing so, obviously, you get to make a difference in the lives of so many people out there. And by virtue of not only making a difference in the lives of people, but it's the people who are in the lives of those people as well. So, as always, I truly appreciate you and just want to let you know that these pods are made just to remind you that keep showing up, just like I have been now, and we are now at that point where it's been literally 3 years since I began this intent of making content every single day, doing a podcast like this every single day. And so really wish you the very best on your journey. And one final thing, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube or on Instagram, do like, do subscribe, and more importantly, do share this with one person who you believe needed to hear this message. And having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless. Of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.